Every year, UK students make the transition from their hometowns to their new college campus. But some students have a very different transition to make when they go from fighting a war to earning an education. That's something UK Junior Fields-Elswick never thought about until she listened to the Louie Nunn Center for Oral History's recent interviews with current UK student veterans as part of a theater class assignment.
These are people who are from our country, who have served for our country, and have gone overseas and come back over, and they're just hanging out on campus.
Thanks to the Oral History Project, their stories are being told.
I wanted to see the Nunn Center get back into interviewing veterans as part of our ongoing activities, and really did not have opportunities for funding for it that were close at hand. And I thought, well, let's try and partner with somebody, and heard about what Tony Dotson was doing over at the Veterans Resource Center here at UK, and I went there and suddenly it clicked. It was just sort of this moment of when he said, we have 250 to 300 veterans here on campus. We don't have to wait until they're 85 years old to document their stories. Even better, we're able to document this transition into higher ed, and that's something new.
They are the most compelling and intriguing interviews that I've ever listened to in my entire life.
Farrell and his history and staging class should know. They've listened and watched hours of interviews since they're turning the accounts into a play.
The whole entire piece is derived from the spoken words of the folks who were interviewed, and then we just sort of put the pieces together and create a narrative.
This is definitely probably the most unique theater experience that I've ever participated in.
We want to make sure that we are honest and true and fair to the experiences of the veterans.
A key resource is fellow classmate Michael Fischer, a theater major who also happened to serve in the Navy before arriving at UK.
Anytime they even made any kind of remark about, like, this is military or that military, or they wanted to know what experiences may be like or whatever, they always looked to me.
His non-veteran classmates who are portraying actual veterans who attend UK find the task challenging.
This production in particular is so much more personal. This isn't like a fictional character that I can make up, that I can develop motives for, that I can analyze and make my own. Like, this is a real person.
I served 7 years in the Army Reserves.
And I need to be as honest to her character as I can, and I need to understand her as a person. And so I actually had to meet up with her in person and just talk to her to try and understand her. I think the thing that I walked away from most was I was going, wow, like, I was completely wrong. Like, she and I are a lot more alike, and just talking to her, I was able to make connections.
We're hoping with this play to kind of bridge that gap between the communities and get people to understand each other and understand the experiences of the veterans.
It's really neat to learn about other people.
I think that is probably one of the most important things about college, is meeting new people and hearing their sides of the story.
A story that is still going on today.
The issue of what we're covering right now is still very much debated, so we didn't want to get into politics at all. This wasn't about politics. We wanted to get the stories out.
It is history being made right now.
It's serving as a really exciting model for how we can collaborate on campus between the university libraries, the archive, and the classroom.
This is the only kind of project of this kind where you've got students on a college campus who've just come back from the wars, and their lives are now being portrayed in a drama. Just never happened before. I'm hoping that it's something that will break new ground, and hopefully we can kind of share it with the rest of the academy across the country and perhaps even across the world.
But for now, these students are focused on only one thing.
This really isn't about our class at all.
I hope more than anything they'll walk away appreciating what these veterans have done.
We wanted to get the stories out, and that was the most important thing, was hearing what they had to say and then say it so everybody could hear it.
Of that, so many different ground level descriptions are coming out of these interviews of shortcomings and triumphs in these experiences. And I think the more that those can be expressed, the more that those can be articulated to the general public, I think the better, because that's how we grow and learn as a society.
For the University of Kentucky, I'm Amy Jones.